I will tell you right now, some big changes are happening on this channel, and I am very excited about them. But first, let me tell you one thing that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. I'm going to be getting ready as I tell you all about this, and I will be putting everything that I use listed here somewhere, and I will link everything below, but I'm not going to really talk about them because I have too much to tell you. You guys know I quit my job that I had been at for 14 years. It was over 14 years. I quit that this year, and I didn't retire, but I obviously just quit that job. And I'm actually going back to work, not permanently, but I'm going for a couple weeks or maybe a month. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's not as long as a month. But the woman who replaced me at my job quit. She didn't quit. She actually just moved to a different part of the school. She was a teacher. She is actually going to go back to teaching in a different capacity. I don't blame her. Switching from teaching to being an executive administrative assistant is a big change. So my job is open again. I will be honest with you. I did fleetingly think about saying I'm going to come back, only because I really liked my job. I mean, I really liked my job. I'm enjoying staying at home, but I'm also don't like it. I don't like it because it is lonely. I'm a social person when it comes to people I know and things. I'm not a social person, go get to know people that I don't know kind of person. I have some social anxiety. Okay, I have a cat hair. Oh my. I do like to be around people, and so some of that is hard with my current job because I'm alone all day. I really thought about it. I prayed about it. I talked to Doug about it, and I don't want to go back to work full-time. I don't want to do that. I wanted to keep doing YouTube. It's been rough the last couple weeks, I'll be honest. I'm filming this the week between Christmas and New Year's, and I've been sick going into Christmas. Then we had all of Christmas, and then now this week, and YouTube has had to take a complete backseat. You guys know I have not posted any videos in a little while, and it's been hard to get back into it. I filmed 2 videos a couple days ago and scrapped both of them. I was terrible. I hated them both. So it's been a challenge, and I have literally had some thoughts about putting in the towel and quitting it. And I will tell you one thing that helped me. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I guess I'm going there. Callie Bransifort, I think that's how you say her name. She is, okay, I'm so hot. You're going to hear a fan, so sorry. She is a YouTuber that I've followed for a long time. Her YouTube name is But First Coffee. She's a mom. It's not like she's the same demographic as me at all. I appreciate her. She does a lot of time management, decluttering, organization. She does a lot of mom stuff too that I don't really pay attention to. She just hit 1 million subscribers, so yay to her. But she posted a video on her, or a reel on Instagram, and it kind of went through her journey. It went through her, oh, it makes me cry just thinking about it. I expect to cry. Okay, why am I crying? It's not about her because I don't really know her at all. I guess it's about the thought of this happening to me. Maybe that's it. She posted her real time going on to YouTube and seeing it hit 1 million. You have no clue how difficult it is to reach that mean, for me, it's difficult to get to 50,000. So she works really, really hard. She deserves everything that she's getting because she's worked that hard. Callie, if you happen to be watching this, kudos to you. I doubt she's watching my channel, but it inspired me because she said she felt like giving up many times. And I know YouTubers think about giving up quite often. It's hard. It's really hard. I'll put a video out and I'll see my subscriber count go down. No matter what type of video. If I do a makeup one, that goes down. If I do a weight loss one, it goes down. If I do anything, it goes down immediately. I'm sure you've done it before. You see a video on your subscription feed and you're like, who is this girl? I didn't subscribe to her. And it's just deflating. It happens to every YouTuber. But it's very hard when you put your heart and soul and you're trying to make it interesting to see that count go down. Now, inevitably, it'll go back up, but sometimes you feel like you're one step forward, 3 steps back. I've been struggling lately and rethinking my channel. Now, way before this, and this kind of goes into how my channel is changing. Way before I have been feeling like this, literally about 5 months ago, I was rethinking my channel greatly. Not about quitting it, but just changing the direction of it a bit. And I have made the decision that I am going to change the direction. I have the name, as you all know, Mindful Midlife. Now, I came up with that name partly because it had 2 M's. And a lot of it was because I want to be thoughtful about my purchases and about things I do. Okay, I've got to blow my nose because I was crying. I don't feel like I have particularly embraced the mindful part of it. I've only really been focusing on beauty and weight loss and midlife. You guys know that if you've watched my channel at all. So, oh my word, hair is everywhere. So I've decided to change the direction to be much more directed towards the mindful midlife part. Now, I'm not talking woo-woo mindfulness. That's not me. I'm not a woo-woo girl. It's much more of the mindful, thoughtful, intentional, very much thinking through everything that happens in life as a woman in her mid-50s. So, midlife. I've been really thinking about having the desire to simplify pretty much every aspect of my life. Now, I've always been kind of a person interested in simplification. I mean, it's always intrigued me, and I would say I've been successful at it to a degree, but I've never gotten to the point of true simplification. Oh, stink, I was going to put on concealer and I forgot. Oh well. So how does this affect my channel? First off, I want to reassure you, if you're here for beauty content, I will continue to do beauty content, but I'm going to do beauty content that is more affordable. Like, I want to concentrate way more on affordable drugstore beauty products. And if I see something that is a higher priced item, I'm only going to show products that I truly believe are absolutely worth the extra cost. And I do believe there are some of those. I'm going to be doing a video soon just about that, probably in the end of January, where I really think these products are what I believe are truly worth the extra cost, and where I think don't waste your money. And I will be doing some of that throughout all of 2023 and in the direction of my channel, because I truly believe there's a lot of gimmicks out there and a lot of just marketing ploys to make you think you need to have this product. It's very hard to talk and put on eyebrows. And Rachel laminated my eyebrows again, but it didn't take as good as it did the first time. I think it's because I washed them too soon. And I went off camera and filled them in a bit because it's too hard to talk and do that. It's just so hard. I'm going to be focusing on much more of like Yahoos and Boos and speed reviews, those kind of things, and keeping it much more affordable. There are plenty of YouTubers out there showing luxury makeup. I am not one of those. There are some luxury things that I own that I love, I also think there's a lot of things out there that I could have just stayed with the drugstore, but I felt like I was being told that the luxury was better. And I don't want to be part of the noise. I don't want to be part of the noise saying you need to buy this because it's luxury, when there's really good drugstore products out there. There's also some garbage drugstore. There's also garbage luxury products out there. You guys know, I've talked about them. I mean, right after this, I'm filming my next Yahoos and Booze installment, and there are some luxury products in there that I'm like, this is so not worth it. Do not waste your money. Skincare is a big one of those. I'm also going to be doing some more home-related videos because I just feel like I want to simplify that aspect of my life. I feel like my home is relatively simple. I know compared to some, my home is very simplified and organized. And I know I am to a degree, but I know I could be way more. And I would like to get to that point where I walk into a room and it's peaceful. I don't have a to-do list screaming at me. You know that to-do list? I think there's a woman, I don't know her name. I'll put it somewhere in here. I'll figure it out. She did a video called The Silent To-Do List. And I watched it a long time ago. But if I remember correctly, it was you walk into a room or you see something. It's this silent, constant to-do list running through your head, and you see something, you're like, I gotta take care of that. I gotta take care of that. But you don't actually write it down. You don't figure it out. You don't say what has to be done. That's the silent to-do list, and it constantly nags at you. I want to handle that. I am no expert at this. I'm not even going to tell you I'm an expert at it in any way. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying I'm going to go on a journey to become an expert in this, and you guys can come along with me if you want to. Maybe you'll join me. Maybe you'll see, you know what? I do want to be a more simplified life. I see how it's beneficial, and you might not do everything I do, but maybe I will inspire you to do some things. And boy, I've already started some of it. And I'm feeling good about even the changes. And I've filmed them. I'm 56 years old. My husband's 57. And retirement is now in a more visible future. It's not like in the next year or two by any stretch, but it's starting to be in our thought processes and how we want that to happen. And I don't want my possessions and my home to hold us back from doing what we want to do. You know what I mean? When my husband's mom, she got to a point where she needed to not live on her own anymore. She lived a couple hours from us. Very quickly, we found out that she could not live by herself. She needed to come either live near us or live near Doug's sister in Tennessee. And we decided, and she decided as well, that it would be better for her to live near his sister. Much cheaper to live in Tennessee than in Pennsylvania. So my husband and his sister moved her down. Well, then her entire home, years of stuff were in her home that we now, and predominantly my husband, had to deal with. There was so much stuff. I'm saying all this because I do not want to do that to my kids. I have no guarantee I'm going to live tomorrow. I mean, my husband and I could pass away tomorrow, today. We have no guarantee, and I'm not trying to be morbid, I'm just trying to be realistic here. I am not willing to leave those decisions to my kids if I can help it. Now, obviously, emergencies happen, and I might not have control over some of that. But as long as I still have the control, I'm going to take it. So I would like to get our home to the point of really making it so that, you know what? I really do not like how dark this is. I used this Ulta Beauties. I don't know. Some reason it's game over. I used to love this. And it seems so light in this, but I'm looking at my eyes and I just feel like maybe it's not dark. I don't know. I look at my eyes and I see darkness. I don't know. If you can hear it in my throat, I'm not over being sick still. I mean, I'm over it, but it's lingering, you know, that in your throat. I want to get my home to the point where I can reset it in minutes. I can clean it in a fraction of the time because there's less to move, there's less to take care of. As I'm getting older, I want less to deal with, and I want to live for the fun things. I want to live to be able to go be with friends, to do what God wants me to do, to be with my husband, to say yes to things because I don't have to deal with other stuff. That's what I want to do. And I want to take you guys along with me, and you guys can see how we systematically go through our home and not downsize it to be nothing and smaller, like we're not moving at this point, but downsizing it to be manageable. And I'm not saying I want to become a minimalist by any stretch, like I'm not on the minimalist train, but I'm much more of a simplest. Is that a word? I'm a simplest, or I want to get to the simplest part. So, I don't know if that's a part. I don't think I'm liking these colors on my eyes. I don't know. I'm using the ColourPop Your Golden, and it's got a lot of colors. I don't think I needed to buy this. See, it's those things I don't know if I needed to buy. Okay, we're also wanting to simplify and downsize our monthly budget. So, or our monthly expenses, I should say. There's a lot of things that I think that our family wastes money on, and I'd like to figure out some of those. I've already made some changes because I've been thinking about this. So that's another thing that I definitely want to get to. And I will be continuing on my health journey. I'm excited to be doing that and really, really getting myself in a good, healthy place. I've been working on that. I'm going to be continuing with my Midlife to Fit Life series. I've taken a hiatus, as you guys probably noticed, with the holidays and everything, and I'm still in that right now. I needed to really just take a break and see what I wanted to do as far as my health goes, and I've made some decisions, and I'm excited about them. If you want to see more up to date of what I'm doing with that, get onto my Instagram, because I'm posting stories in there, some reels in there. I'm trying to do a little bit more, and that's one of my goals of 2023, is to be on Instagram more as well. That's a good place for you to be because it's more up to date, especially on my stories. And then I want to be more mindful about my time, how I spend my time. That's another thing I want to really focus on and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same. I obviously do my share of mindless things, and I think it's okay. I feel like my eyebrows are very strong right there. I think it's okay to do mindless things periodically in our days. But I also think that there's times where we do mindless things like scrolling through social media, and before you know it, you've wasted an hour. I used to love reading, and I obviously still love reading, but I don't do it enough because I'm busy doing other things that are just not worth it. So much more mindful with my time, being able to do things that God wants me to do, because I've created time within my schedule to be able to do those things. If my schedule is full of doing things that are meaningless and don't really matter, but yet but it's taken my time, I mean, it's real time taken, then I'm not getting to the things that truly matter. So going through the process of figuring out what I truly want to do and freeing up other things in my life to be able to do those, and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same. So I need your help, guys. I am hoping that in the comments of this video, you would comment on things that you find a struggle at in specifically being a person in your midlife or even older. It doesn't matter. What do you struggle with in your home that you feel like is just holding you back from doing the things that you want to do, or your time? Like, what holds you back? Now, some of it I know is health, and I can't really help you with your health as far as like if you are like true medical issues. Like, I'm no health person, obviously. Or even say what's working for you, because I learned so much from you guys in the comments. I can't always comment back, but man, sometimes you guys comment and then you comment on somebody else's comment, And I learned so much. The banter back and forth, sometimes the banter is not nice, but be nice. I know I learned a lot from my Mindful Health Facebook group, which I am continuing in. If you are a woman who is over 40 and you want to lose weight, it's always linked in my description boxes in every video. Go there so you can join us on that journey, because that's been really fun. This is still my favorite lipstick. It's L'Oreal's number 107. Yeah, number 107 CN Sunset. I still love it. All right. Hair is a bit crazy these days. So that's going to be the journey of Mindful Midlife going forward. Much more focus on the mindful part. I'm hoping that you will join me on the journey. I'm looking forward to 2023 and having a more mindful 2023. In the meantime, if you want to focus on a much more of a mindful thought process when buying makeup, I will put that video right here, and I will see you in that one or another one. God bless and Happy New Year.